Hey everyone, welcome to another video overview of the PTS patch. This is the third successive patch in 3 days, and I'd like to give a big shout out to the high-res team. Looks like they're really taking these surveys seriously, and there's a lot of awesome changes that are going to make a lot of people happy here, so I'm glad to report this to you guys. Again, this is just an overview of the changes being implemented, and I'll probably put in a couple math stats in here, but a lot of exciting things here. As you can see, the shop is actually changed back to its original format. What they decided to do is they said that they're just going to turn their attention first to implementing focus, and they're not going to do such drastic changes just yet. They want to focus on putting focus in. And then they also want to do a couple other changes, namely they are removing they're keeping the fact that they removed the passives from the ability items, which is pretty cool. They were changed yesterday to 100 gold. They're now 250 gold. So ability items are cheaper, but they don't have that passive along with them. They don't have the unlocking slots anymore. That has been removed. They are also making it so there's small changes to a lot of the items. A lot of the items that you saw in the first two PTSs that got changed, like Spear of the Magus, we'll have that kept. A little bit reduction there, but the changes will go. There's a couple items that had those. You can see the reduction here in the Obsidian Shard. It used to be 40% or 45%. Now it's 33%. So those small changes are being kept, and they're adding in all the new items as well. Bancroft's Talon. There's a couple others here. See if we can find these. Demonic Grip is going in. Transcendence Rage, Hydra's Lament, Eye Retaliation. There should be the Mark of the Vanguard as well, and then also, if it's here, I guess the Bulwark got removed. Nope, there it is. Bulwark of Hope. It's magic protection. So a bunch of those items, are approximately 10 items, are being put into the game. So a lot of exciting things going in there, and it looks like they're really listening to that feedback. So the current item system is kept. They're all going to be the 3-tiered item system, with a passive being applied on the 3rd tier. So all the stuff you're comfortable with, all the stuff you're used to. However, they are keeping the fact that stats are purchasable. It's just that these are being put on top, and there's it's not very cost efficient to buy them. As you can see, buying 10 physical power for 400 gold, this will increase in the same amount. You see it goes to 440, 480, 520, and that'll keep continuing up 560. So it's not very cheap to be buying that in that fashion. So it's going to be for like late game, and I'll go over that in a second here. So to give you an idea on just how inefficient it is to buy stats, I went ahead and compared some. So what I did here is I compared the item beforehand, what it cost to buy the entire item, and then what it would cost to buy the passive, the special item for that item, and then also all the stats that would go along with it. Some of the items didn't have a direct corollary, as some of them were adjusted or the stats were changed or whatever. So I just found some pretty common items that a lot of people do buy, and I did some gold measurements so you can see just how inefficient it is to buy stats. So to start out, the Deathbringer is 3150 gold in the live now. However, if you were to buy the special item Deathbringer and also all the stats, they would equal out to the same of the Deathbringer. It's actually 4220 gold just for buying stats and the special item, so it's a lot more expensive. The Cheen's Blades is 2650 as it is currently on live. To buy the special item and the stats, it would be 3715 gold. Executioner is 2200 gold on live. However, to buy stats and the special item, it would be 2830 gold. Obsidian Shard is 2100 gold currently on live. If you were to buy the special item and the stats, it would be approximately 3000 gold. Since the penetration was reduced, there was a little bit of a approximation there, so it's about 3000 gold for that one. The Rod of Tahuti is 3320 gold on live. However, if you were to buy the special item and the stats equivalent to that, it would cost 4480 gold. And then Mystical Mark, just to put a defense item in there, is 2520 on live. However, if you were to buy the special item and the stats to go along with it, it would be 3410 gold. So as you can see, it's very, very inefficient to buy stats, and I think what they're intending for it to do, at least for functionality at this point in the game, is they're intending for the stat buying to be something that's more of a late game type of thing. You have all your items filled out up here. Everything's filled out, and you have your actives and your consumables, and you're buying, you know, your elixirs and your potions and whatever. You have extra gold, so you may as well spend it on stats, and I think they have possibly some more brainstorming to do as far as the stat buying goes, and I think they want to do something with it, but the way they had it probably wasn't the best idea, so they're probably going to be playing around with that now. A few other changes that I didn't mention in the beginning is that they're actually going to be keeping the new conquest format with the rocks in the middle lane, the side lanes shaved, the sides of the map shaved off, and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of cool stuff there. Some people had some good feedback there on the first map. It's enjoyable. I think maybe a few adjustments to it because it's a little bit small. It's kind of easy since those buffs are in there. It's reflecting all of the combat inward, which kind of makes ganks more prevalent, and maybe that's what they're trying to go for. But they're also going to be keeping the match of the day, which is just some random game mode that they put things together with, just random things like East versus West and all that kind of stuff. They're also going to be keeping this Joust medieval map and all that kind of stuff. And beyond that, they're just going to play with it and see how it goes, and just kind of play it out. So that's it for this update today, guys. It's actually out now. I don't know when this video will go up, probably in a few hours from now. I'm going to try to get this out as fast as I possibly can, but it definitely has a final polish effect or feel to it. Again, these changes are not always guaranteed to go live, but it's starting to get to that point where it looks like it's close to a final draft. And some of these changes, definitely the fact that the stats is segregated, and they're just going to put it to the side and deal with it later if they so choose to. But all these new items, really excited, and they definitely got a lot of good feedback from the first 2 PTSs where everyone really enjoyed the changes. You can see Gods Through Walls, all the maps got adjusted, new items got put in, and some adjustments for certain items that really needed the adjustment in the first place. But it definitely has a good feel to it, and again, a big shout out for them. The whole high-res team, cool bunch of guys. They're just really listening to how everyone is feeling about the changes. I think the stats was a little bit too drastic and too quick for everyone to absorb, and even then it's a little bit strange and difficult. Kind of had an RPG element to it, so definitely some comfortable changes here, and I think they're expecting to get at least most of the changes here into live within the next day or so, possibly this weekend, and we'll see how that goes. But other than that, thanks for tuning in, guys. My name is Drybear. I really appreciate your views, rates, subscriptions, and all the love, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.